Why didn't you tell me? You should have told me.
Please, so much.
Why didn't you tell me?
Making America great again. MLS. Thumbnail.
Evening. This is Somalian with Ranting and Raving. As you know, I've been coming on doing different rants, issues that are petty, nevertheless important. And I will be doing this on the 2Ts, that's Tuesdays and Thursdays. I try to do it every week, but sometimes it doesn't happen that way. And the topic for this discussion is making America great again. And my question is, making America great for whom? What era, and the fact is, what era are we making great again? I'm going to give you some little time to think about that. It's whom and what nationality is supposed to benefit from this greatness. Look at the generalization or whatever, or the madness of all the past generational things that have happened. The evil offspring with the evil bloodline, is that what we're supposed to be making great or making again? I don't think so. And I'm not talking about the bigots. Color doesn't matter, whether black, white, whatever, whomever stands in those shoes. And look at all these so-called Karens and Kens that are running up on people, mainly colored people, clueless to what can actually happen to them, because this is not the days back when their parents were doing. Anyway, the picking and what they call that, forcing the person of color to react to their nonsense or whatever type of thing they're doing. So, with that being said, I'd like to get some input on it. I'm sure some people will not really understand or fail to understand how color, black, or whatever you want to call our race of people, that it's not just what's going on how people are treating us today. It's generation after generation of the treatment. And that's what is, even if it's not happening right now, it still has been passed on, just like the prejudiceness of the way some of the offspring of these real strong, deep-seated prejudice that are going on. I mean, that's how it's happening. So a black or a male, mainly males, they're not, the same with the same thinking process, and they go off really quick. So with that, people, y'all need to think about what you're going to say and do before you just go out there picking with people, because you're going to aggravate the wrong one. And then, of course, the way the world is going, they figure they don't have any other option in it. They rather spend time in jail than have you harass them and nitpick on dumb stuff. So you all need to take a second look at yourself, and maybe a hard, long look if you think you are better than any other race of people. And thanks for joining. And that's Somalian with Ranting and Raving. Thank you. Hello. This is Shaila once again with Ranting and Raving. And my rant for today will be it's rant number 7. And it's relationships with your children. Well, I'm making a world of a difference with my children, being that they were adopted. I want to say it's a great idea and it's okay. But if I had to do it again, I think I would have done it a little bit differently. Here's why. Okay. Adoption allows you to go through the system, whether it's OCS or Department of Social Services, and take classes. And once you take the classes, you become either a certified foster parent for either to foster children, which you keep them on a certain length of time, and the birth parents or the biological parents get them back. Or you can be a temporary foster home where you just keep them for emergencies, if they come to you and what have you, they go back. Well, I chose both adoptive and temporary and all the other ones. And what has happened is I adopted all 3 of my kids. I kept my adoption open, kept all 3 of them open. Well,
Ready to care.
when they became of age, because I did tell them they were adopted, but they seemed, 2 of them seemed to be upset that I didn't tell them that they were adopted. However, I told them as well as kept documentations of their adoption. And I kept the adoption open so they could go at any time once they was of age to locate their biological parents. Well, once they grew up, 2 of them found their mother. One mother had passed, and one located the mother, and the family, I guess, I don't know, he had met some of his uncles and what have you, and they ended up giving him all kind of advice and stuff. And it's really hard to out of your life, you're helping someone along the way, figure you're doing a good job and you're doing it out of kindness of your heart, and that you were led to do it, because I didn't just up one day and said, okay, I'm gonna do this. Something kept pulling at me, and they were telling me it would take at least a month. Sometimes people wait 6 or 7 months before they receive a child. Just so happened I received one within I think it was 2 to 3 weeks. They contacted me and asked me if I was interested. So I went ahead and proceeded to take the child in and raise the child as my own, with all the advantages and disadvantages. Well, now that he's grown and has moved on, his new little life with his girlfriend, she seems to feel that it was her job to help him find his parents, which I don't have a problem with that. The problem that I have is all the negative energy and all the stuff that's been the backlash, the Facebook name calling and all this stuff. That's my problem. So if I had to do it again, I think I would truly have a closed adoption, whereas they'd have to go through whatever other proceedings to get the information, because I call myself trying to be open, but in a way it backfired on me. So I'm saying this to say this: if you want to adopt a child, make sure it's from someone that either has deceased, don't have any other relatives, no other means of support, or they've had all their rights dissolved, meaning they can't have any contact with the child for several reasons: molestation, abuse, neglect, and so on, what have you. So none of this actually happened to my adopted children. Their parents were just in a bad situation at that time. But it's something hard that you'd have to think about it. You have to do some soul searching within yourself to see if that's what you really want to do. So if you're interested in doing foster and adopted, I can tell you how to get into it. But do think about it and give yourself at least a month or so to think about it. And that's about all of my rant on this issue, adoption. It's not a disease, and I say that because when I originally wanted to adopt children, my first husband didn't want to. Well, now they're all grown up, and I guess I was the bad parent because whatever parent raises the child has all the structure from that parent, and they figured they did so bad they had to go off to the other parent. And so be it. And life goes on. So thanks for watching, and I just thought I'd just touch bases on this issue, adoption. Thank you. Until next time, I guess I could say be blessed. Thank you.